Happy holidays from the Fairfield Art Association. I'm Susan Kessel, and I'm here on FPAC Channel 9. We are at the Fairfield Art Association's 20th annual Holiday Art Fair. We're here in the First National Bank Community Room in the basement, and we are all set up, ready to go. We might have a couple artists yet to display things, but other than that, we're all ready to go, and we're going to have the Holiday Art Fair open to the public, and that is free, Friday, November 27th from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m., and then the following day on Saturday, November 28th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now Friday is also the day that Fairfield turns on its lights to become Christmas City in the evening, and we'll be open then. So if you're out anytime during the weekend, be sure and stop by and check out everything that we have here. All sales proceed, the proceeds go to the Fairfield Art Association, 20% from the artists, and it supports Fairfield Art Association projects, events, and a portion to the Jefferson County Civic Center. We have all kinds of original arts and fine crafts for sale and on exhibit during this holiday art fair. We've tried to do a few special things for the 20th anniversary, and I'll tell you about those, and we'll take a tour and look at all the artists' work that we have on display. We have so many things that I'm going to just start on one side of the room and take a tour and show you everything as we go. We have some beautiful watercolors by Fairfield artist Joni McGinnis. Joni is on our Art Association board and does a lot of great pieces. And from there we move over to the next display, and this is Linda Dawn. Linda is back in Fairfield. I have a few of her paintings, but she's doing some beautiful photography pieces right now. These are really beautiful florals. And then over right next to that, we have the Chamber of Commerce booth, and we have the sweatshirts and mugs with the Fairfield scene, and of course we have the angel note cards, which are of the angel in Central Park for the holiday decorations. And those items benefit the lights in Fairfield. Now over here, this is an artist, Elaine Congdon, who has ties to Fairfield. But when I was at the State Fair this year, in the Cultural Center, she was a participating artist, a demonstrating artist, and I picked up one of her bracelets. I just loved it. She makes it with silver, and the beads are all handmade glass, and they're very unusual. She has some bracelets, some earrings, necklaces, a really nice assortment, and they're really, really unusual. Now, we'll come over to this large table, and we got some more traditional type holiday items. These are by Mary Lou Pfeiffer, and this is a nativity angel. She's doing a little bit different, creating some of these folk art type things. She's actually applying flowers or material with different prints, and then including those with her painting of the items. Around the table we have these beautiful cornhusk dolls by Diane Brocken. Diane is another Fairfield person that people are familiar with her work if they've been here before. Beautiful angels and all types of professional type nurses, are represented, different teachers, seamstresses, cooks, and all kinds of things with the cornhusk dolls. And then she's done a few bulbs, glass Christmas bulbs, where paint has been put inside of the glass and then swirled around to make this really neat effect. Here we have one gingerbread house. Anne Weigel has made one that we are having for our door prize, and she also created one that will be for sale. And along beside that is an etching she's done on marble. This is by Ann Weigel, and this is a really beautiful piece. Back behind the table we have another setup display, and this is bowls and mugs by a local artist, Johanna Cornett, I believe. And this is a new person for our display. Behind that, we also have on the wall artwork by Barry Cave, and this is another new person in our exhibit. We're excited because we have a lot of new people showing this year. Some of our favorites, which, like this one, is Jessica Magnuson, who does wonderful calligraphy work, calligraphy ink. She has assortment of cards, very nice sayings that she hand writes, calligraphy, and she has a few woodblock prints. This is something new that she's doing. Very nice. These are great to keep around for special gifts, special occasion. Now over here, this is really fun. I have to tell you about these. Pat Krim made these, and for a local bazaar, and made a few for us too. These are all made out of pasta. Every thing from the bow tie noodles to the macaroni arms and the musticali bodies and the little wagon wheel neck pieces. And look at that. I can't think of what that one's called, but they're just so funny and beautiful. This one, she's even made the little pieces with the wagon wheel, the instrument, and with spaghetti. These are just great little angels, and those are by Pat Krim. Now, it's been a few years since we've had pottery, but we're lucky this time we have several potters. This is a potter that is from the Keosauqua Bentonsport area, and his name is Adam Pollock, and he's doing an assortment of raku and stoneware. And we happened to see him somewhere, and he's back for the holidays, and so he said, sure, I'd be glad to exhibit with you. Over in this corner, we have some wonderful woodblock prints by John Shermer. John is a Fairfield person, very talented. He's a musician. He does jewelry. He's done so many things, but these are his woodblock prints and one special painting down below. And I told him he needs to do more painting because that's gorgeous. Next to that, we have some more pottery. And this is by Allison Lee, a Fairfield artist. And these are some beautiful colors, beautiful turquoises and blues, bowls and plates. And back on the wall, we have some oil paintings by Philip Hirschler. And he is another new representative in our art fair. We have a nice display of weaving rugs and placemats and purses by Suzanne Miller from the Bentonsport area. And one note, her son makes these wooden pieces and does furniture, if anyone's interested in that. A new person to the area is Maggie Bennett from Ottumwa. She just moved into the area within the last month or so, and she heard about us and has contributed these paintings on display and for sale. Another new Fairfield resident is Lori Nitz, just joined the Art Association, and she does these wonderful pressed flower pictures. She must be a gardener too. So we welcome her to Fairfield, and we're happy to have her included in our display. Now, we also have, I have to check here because I couldn't remember where she's from, but she's from Ottumwa area, maybe further out of town, and she has glass, stained glass work, a few lamps, some hanging mirrors, and fan lights. Really attractive. And it wouldn't be complete without Donna Guy. We have Donna Guy's watercolors, some of her more traditional looking pieces. Very colorful. And then we have her china painting, which includes everything from earrings to pitchers and vases and little tiny boxes. Special little eggs, and then some of her more modern broken pieces are included in this collection. So you want to check this out. It's beautiful. That's the only way to describe this. And then we have beeswax candles, and these are by Diana Fern from Batavia. And she's now working with another person who is Ann Dietrich, and she is doing these really neat, unusual, creative, sculptured out cans for lanterns. And they're really beautiful. You usually would be afraid of cutting yourself, but there's nothing like that on there. It's just, she's done a wonderful job. We have a few more beaded pieces, and these are by Carol Ann Hunter. Some great necklaces. And Jane McNerney has created these great angels, these beaded angels. I think these are great. And I know that was so time consuming. We have all kinds of fun surprises around. We have a few more of Anne Weigel's watercolor pieces on the wall. Anne is a very talented artist from Packwood. And now we're in my display area where I've got an assortment of just a little of everything. I've got my usual sweatshirts. Let's see, we'll go to this area. I've done some what I'm calling collage trees. I like doing collage, and I thought, well, let's put that into some Christmas ideas. And so we've got balls and trees, and then some hand-painted glassware, which there are wine glasses, margarita glasses, and martini glasses, and a fun thing I tried to do was to paint the glasses, and then I did some hand-painted trays, and so you can create your own sets here. I think there are about 15 different trays, and they're all totally different, totally different. Let's see. We've got more shirts, and then I wanted to show you a little bit more of what I can do seriously in my art, so I have some oil pastels. And I'm calling this series Gourmet Art, and I hope I do a series. One here that got me started was, I found, we had a photo that we took when we were in France. This was a basket of vegetables that we were served at a farmhouse, and it was just so inspiring. So I thought, perfect painting. So that's the inspiration for gourmet art. Now, one other thing I'll show you. Also, everything I do tends to revolve around my life, and I've got into golf, so I did a few golf shirts and a few golf trees. You'll have to check those out, made with teas. And then a portrait of my granddaughter. And I thought, I am really getting crazy here. When we were in Hawaii, I saw some pins that were little tiny lizards and things. So I did this one, and this is a little actual Santa suit lizard. So you never know what I'm going to think of next. And on next to my booth, we have Judy Herzog. Judy is just fantastic at her sewing and does these beautiful pieces. She's got Santas in all different creations here. She's got some on bicycles. She's got Santa head. She's got him on pigs. And one of my favorite is over here. I don't know, if no one else buys this, I'm going to have to think of someone that I can get it for, because I just love this one with these fish and the little lures and all these wonderful things. So you're going to have to check this out. Now, when we move across from Judy's, we're still looking at a few more of these really neat Santas. Neat one on a bench. We come over to some Raku pottery, and this is by Dorothy Bell's son-in-law, Orville Reeser, who is married to Martha Bell. And I understand he's only been doing this a couple years, but he's doing a wonderful job. He's got a real talent here. And this is not his profession either. He's also doing some porcelain pieces. These are really beautiful. And let's come over here, and we have a lot of jewelry. This artist is from Missouri, and this is the first time that she's been in Fairfield. And she has an assortment of pins and earrings, some with glass, different stones. She's got beaded ones that she's created into bracelets. And I'm making my cameraman move all around here, but I guess we'll circle around. Baskets. I found this basket person from Agency, Iowa, and these are really pretty and very reasonable. She's made all of these and dyed and put preservative on them. Nice selection of baskets. Here's a person that's been here several years, and this is Connie Miller from Ottumwa. She has got some great garden gloves here that just fun little additions to any basket you create, and these shovels. And she is doing these with the snowmen this year and not the Santas, so that they can be left out all season long. Next to her we have Cindy Preston. Cindy's done some fun garlands. I thought this one would be great on a little girl's maybe Barbie tree, if they had a special Barbie tree, or some fruit tree or something in the kitchen. Some wonderful pieces. And then you can tell her husband is John Preston, and you can see his influence here on this piece of artwork with the fruit. And gourd bottles, unusual. Now, one other thing we're doing here, we have a display set up, and in Ottumwa we invited more Ottumwa artists to participate, but they couldn't because they're having a tour of their own studio, and that includes the Ruddy Duck Pottery. He has his own studio in his home. Mary Von Schrader, a wonderful watercolorist, has her home on tour. Richard Dutton is on the tour, and J.D. Griggs, who is at the Agency Deli restaurant. There's one more, but we sold the piece already, and that is Richard Dutton's daughter, Catherine Dutton. So all of these artists are on a tour this same weekend as our holiday art fair, and we encourage people that if they're out and around to go check out and support artists within our area. We have Jeanette Wobenhorst, and she has some oil paintings here done in the Monet style of painting, and she also is a poet or a writer, and we have some books here that she's written. This display is not quite complete. Lynette Ewald will be bringing some more pieces, and these are etchings, wonderful holiday pieces. I actually bought this one myself last year because I thought, what a nice addition to my Christmas art. And they are hand-pulled etchings. They are real prints. They're numbered and signed. Over here we have, let's see, this is Barbara Miller. We have 3 Millers that are artists this year, so we've got to keep them all straight. This is Barbara Miller from Ottumwa. She's done a lot of hand-painted crocks, little decorations, Christmas display type decorations, some wood items, candles. And then we have Barbara, and she is from Fairfield, and I have a terrible time pronouncing her last name, but it's something like Fieldheld. It's spelled funny, and so I'm going to have to check out that and find out exactly how to say it. But she has, oh, you see her uptown at the farmer's market, and she's been working on these rugs, and that's where I first saw her. And they are so beautiful. The color in this is gorgeous. So we invited her to show, and she's brought some of her rugs, and she's also doing the beeswax ornaments, candles. So you have a nice selection here. Around the corner we have Billy Whittle. This is Bill Greenlee from Ottumwa, and he's brought some new pieces, some new ornaments, pins, and his favorite carved pieces. Santas, the Santa, the cow. So we've got a lot of his nice work here. These make nice gifts too. And while you're at the Holiday Art Fair, you can visit the sweet shop and register for our gingerbread house. We'll have lots of goodies by the time the show opens, and have some apple cider coffee. Also on Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon, we're going to have nail art, which, boy, do I need that. Have your fingers painted with holiday designs, and celebrate the holidays with that. Let's come around here real quickly. We have one more potter, and this is Casey Bailey, and Casey's work is really beautiful. I love the colors. Wonderful soft greens, blues. Like I said, we have lots of pottery this year. That's something I really enjoy because I don't do it. So be sure and come and see that. We have a few more selections from the Fairfield Art Association. We have some of Mark Schaefer's postcards and prints, note cards, Fairfield note cards, an assortment, and a special thing that we've done this year are the canvas, floor cloths, and mats, and these are all hand painted by special selected artists for Fairfield. And we have this beautiful set of hand-painted placemats, and this is by Judy Swan. She's done a fantastic job. These would look so neat in a kitchen. And this is the first time I've seen these. So we've got a set here, and this has got to be by Ann Weigel. And Oh, we have an abstract rug, and I don't see a name on this one. This is Joni McGinnis has done this one for us. And I'm going to be prompted again. This is by Ann Weigel. Wonderful. Oh, this is just gorgeous. And all of these are available here, and the proceeds totally from these benefit the Fairfield Art Association. We have a few more placemats from Joni McGinnis. And slipping around here, we have one big floor cloth, and this is one that I finished last night and just put the spray on just in time. So we've got a lot of selections there, and our final item I'm going to show you is our Doors of Fairfield poster. And it just so happens there are 20 beautiful doors, and just in time for our 20th anniversary. These are Fairfield doors within the community. This benefits the Fairfield Art Association projects and events, and partial to the Jefferson County Civic Center. And you can get this, these are hot off the press. You can get these at the Holiday Art Fair, which is this weekend, Friday and Saturday. That's November 27th and 28th, I believe. Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So come to the First National Bank for the Holiday Art Fair, the Fairfield Art Association's 20th annual Holiday Art Fair. See you there.